Hello everyone, George Quatter here, winemaker, Cinnabar Winery.
Along with Frank Cates, the tasting room manager at Cinnabar.
Frank and I are tasting our 2011 Mourvedre from Contra Costa County. It's from the Sandy Lane Vineyard in a really unique site. Frank, let's give it a taste and let's see what we got.
Well, I'm getting a lot of really bright boysenberry, kind of blueberry aromas off that nose, huh?
Just a really alluring nose. I get some nice sweet oak, but I get, coupled with this, the blackberries, the blueberries, like you say, just really has a nice depth of aroma. It just almost pulls you into the glass.
It's very inviting, I'll say.
Very inviting. Very unique vineyard. Let me tell you a little bit about this vineyard as we're tasting it. The vines are about 100 years old, and they're planted on these very sandy spots. The top 18 inches of these vineyards are just like you're at the beach. And then below that, there's a layer of clay. These vines are planted on St. George rootstock, so it enables the roots to go very, very deep. St. George is a real vigorous rootstock. And these vines, over the years, have just developed this balance and this harmony with the site. They don't produce a big crop, they produce a small crop, but it makes this very elegant, very age-worthy wine with supple tannins, great aromas, just a really interesting wine.
I think elegant and complexity would really, two great descriptors for this wine. That's a real beautiful mouthful of wine.
I would agree.
Great texture, great mouthfeel.
The tannins are just so well balanced. And that's what I love about dry farmed, old vines, is I think the vines really only grow the amount of crop that they can sort of ripen fully. They've learned over the years not to set too much crop, not to be too vegetative. The fact that they're also dry farmed, I think really adds sort of another level of complexity to this wine.
George, I know you mentioned earlier that there were several different varietals, Zinfandel and Carignan, also over 100 years old. How do you differentiate between the varietals out in the vineyard?
Well, this vineyard was interplanted. They did that. I think they came in initially and they planted the Mourvedre, then they came back in with the Zin and the Carignan.
Intended like a field blend?
It's a field blend, exactly. And what we do is we look at the leaves, and Mourvedre has a real sort of the growth habit of the vine and also the shape of the leaf. And then that's how we identify. So what we do is we go through these vineyards and we mark them with red tape, and then we just pick the Mourvedre vines.
I see. Yeah,
so it's quite unique. Unique site, the way it's planted. It's on the west side of the delta, near the confluence of the San Joaquin and the Sacramento Delta region. So it gets the cooling breezes off the delta, but Antioch, Oakley, that Contra Costa area, that area is pretty warm. So again, you get the warm days, you get the cooling nights. That really retains the acidities and makes these really fruit wines that are supple and delicate.
As you're describing that, I'm picking up this incredible length to this wine. The depth of the finish is really amazing.
Oh, it is. This wine, I think, has really, tremendous ageability just due to its balance. I get great acidity, the tannins, everything is in harmony. I think, also if you wanted to age this wine another 2-3 years, it'd be wonderful. And I think it'd really develop additionally.
This is going to be right at the top of one of my favorite Cinnabar wines I've tasted yet, George. Fantastic job.
Well, thank you. Not much made. I think we made a little over 150 cases, so get some while it lasts. Cheers.
Cheers to you.